Good afternoon, everyone. It is that time of the day again for Chill Stories. I'm Shawn.
And I'm Pauline Versoza. Let's have some afternoon delight.
Alright, it's Monday, June 24. Address muna natin, no? Yung big elephant in the room, Pauline. Obviously, wala si Lord at si Denise. They are both off for the day. Kamusta ang naging weekend mo, Pauline?
My weekend has been more focused on resting kasi it's been a busy week. So,
Grabe yung last week, no?
Oo.
Nakakaloka. Ang dami nangyari.
Everything that happened in the world, in the country. So, I took some rest. But it's Monday, June 24. It's very gloomy today, Shawn, no? It's a gloomy way to start the week. Ayun na nga. We can see in our sa likod natin.
Susubukan namin ni Pauline maging cheerful para kontrahin yung lagay ng panahon.
But it's hard to do that, lalo na, yun nga, very madilim dito sa labas, parang gabi na. And, but it is the monsoon season, so so we can expect a lot of rains this month. But here in Afternoon Delight, of course, we always have a delight of the day. And laging pinapakilala yan ni Lourdes and ni Denise. And for today, we have something very special. And that is...
Tadan! Spaghetti.
Spaghetti. And Pinoy style is spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
Yeah.
Okay. With kutsara.
With kutsara.
Okay, walang tinidor dito, guys. Talagang challenge. Kailan ba natin ito kainin?
Oo nga eh. Yun
Paano
yung
tayo
challenge for the
magda-dental
day.
floss? Okay.
Okay, so we have our delight of the day, which is spaghetti nga. And we got this from two of the most famous fast food restaurants in the Philippines. Alam na siguro ng viewers natin yan.
Kung alin yun, hindi na namin i-mention.
Ipag-guess na rin natin what Shawn is holding, kung anong fast food chain yan galing.
Ito yung personally, mas trip ko to eh.
Okay.
Kasi mas matamis
You can
siya.
tell. How can you tell?
Yung sahog.
Kita
mo yan yung hotdog. Dapat
may
bilang
hotdog.
yan eh. Actually, Pao, alam mo, may trivia lang ako. Dapat dito. So, bilangin natin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dapat daw 8 yung hotdog. Tapos, dalawa ba yung square na parang ham? Uy, kulang. Baka
So, 6 lang yung hotdog?
7. Asan na yung isa?
Kulang daw.
Kulang. Eh,
Ito
ikaw, may
naman,
hotdog ka ba?
Walang hotdog to. Ay, meron. Pero very outnumbered siya. This only has parang 3, 4.
Teka, ano yan?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5. Tsaka tingnan natin, compare natin, no? So kung anong mukhang mas marami? Alam ko, napaka-unprofessional nito. Dapat tinitimbang namin pa.
Parang mas marami to, in fairness.
Diba?
No? This
Parang
looks
mas
more,
sulit
filling. Pero syempre, alam naman natin, paborito talaga ng mga Pilipino ang spaghetti. That's why this fast food chain also added it to their menu. Even if originally wala namang spaghetti, itong
fast
plate
food.
number 2.
Plate number 2. Alam mo ba, yung mga abroad branches, itong plate number 1.
Okay.
Kinain ko yung spaghetti nila sa Italy. Iba yung lasa niya.
Iba yung lasa.
Oo, gusto ko i-refund. Kasi medyo mahal din siya.
I think kailangan din nila i-tweak yun no? For, according dun sa panlasa ng country. So I guess they made it more Italian style to fit the
palate.
Pero
I'll tell you, the Chicken Joy was exactly the same.
Okay.
Pero okay, bakit nga ba tayo may pansit? Marami tayong sineselebrate today, June 24. No, it's not just for Christmas, New Year, and of course, birthdays. But any special occasion ng Pinoy, laging may noodles. For long life daw.
So pwedeng pansit, pwedeng ano pa ba, mga palabok.
Palabok, miswa, sotanghon, kahit ano. Diba? Kaya lang alam mo yung palabok minsan, yung isang klaseng palabok, parang naka-chop-chop yung mga noodles. Maliliit na
Yes,
sila.
yung makakapal din.
Pero it goes against the whole long
life. But anyway, since spaghetti nga is our delight of the day, and there's a lot of celebration going on today, this June 24th. Kasama na po dyan, for Roman Catholics, it is the feast day of St. John the Baptist. Now, St. John is considered as the greatest prophet of the Bible's Old Testament, and he was the one who baptized Jesus Christ in River Jordan. St. John is the patron saint of many cities and towns dito po sa Pilipinas. And isa na po sa kanila, of course, is San Juan City.
My home.
Your
my hometown.
Okay, Shawn, so what's San Juan celebrating today?
Of course, Wata Wata Festival. Kung di ninyo alam kung ano yun, basaan ng tubig or in English, dousing of water. Yun po yung highlight ng Wata Wata Festival. Pero apparently this year, yung local government nagtutweak dahil nga, di ba, nagkakulangan tayo ng tubig. We're in the middle of, or we just ended an extreme El Nino. So the Basaan Parade was only allowed from 7 in the morning until 12 noon, and only 3 fire trucks were deployed for the festivities.
Okay. And pero nabasa ka ba on the way here or this
May
morning?
confession ako.
Oo.
Ulan lang yung nagbabasa sa akin.
Okay.
Never ko nadadaanan to kasi yung bahay, medyo nasa gilid ako ng San Juan, so may
Alright.
gilid na ng Mandaluyong. So, di ko nadadaanan yung area sa may pinaglabanan where I think andun yung mga basaan.
But you know what's funny? I remember in high school, I had classmates who lived in San Juan, and when they would go to school, minsan kasi nagko-commute yung iba, so when they get to school, talagang dun pa lang sila mag-school shoes because they had to wear slippers,
Seryoso?
basang-basa sila. Yeah. So,
So
but I
medyo
never-
may two sides pala yung San Juan, no? May isang side na, seryoso ba tong Wata Wata
Oo.
Festival? Mayroon ba talagang nababasa?
Yeah,
meron
meron.
talaga. Merong nakaka-experience.
Parang she had to bring her uniform pa with her para lang may
Naka-plastic
pampalit
para,
siya.
oo.
Naka-plastic pa. So, mukhang in previous years talagang matindi yung Wata Wata Festival, but as the city tries to conserve water, ito na nga, 3 fire trucks na lang, and from 7 to 12 noon ang celebration itong Wata Wata
Okay,
Festival.
pero Pao, meron pa, no? Hindi lang ang San Juan ang may sineselebrate today. Sa capital natin, Manila, or City of Manila, holiday din today para sa Araw ng Maynila celebration. And one of the country's oldest cities is marking its 453rd founding anniversary, and one of the activities is a free guided tour to Fort Santiago in Intramuros. Intramuros is currently vying for the World Travel Awards as Asia's leading tourist attraction for 2024. The walled city is up against Cambodia's Angkor Wat. Naku, mabigatin tong mga to. India's Taj Mahal, Japan's Tokyo Imperial Palace, Hong Kong's Victoria Peak, and Indonesia's Borobudur.
Ayan. Ito talaga yung mga episodes sana nandito si Lord, no? So he can talk about the history of Intramuros. Kasi,
Actually, ano bang... Ay, sobrang laki naman ng big shoes to fill. Pero as we know, no, Intramuros is the old walled city. Actually, dati, yun lang yung Maynila.
oh, okay.
Okay, yun
Just
lang yun.
Just
that
this
wall.
area, okay.
Yeah, because it's near the water,
Okay.
right? And then they had to fortify themselves, kaya makakapal yung mga walls. And as we know, fast forward, medyo most of it was nasira na nga nung gera. Same goes naman with the entire city of Manila almost, diba? Except yung mga underground assets natin.
And it's nice nga na they're offering also free entrance, free guided tour sa Fort Santiago. Kasi yung mga bata, syempre, they can take advantage of this chance. Hindi ko lang sure kasi umuulan ngayon if magagawa nila yon, pero sana makapasok pa rin sila.
Pero kahit hindi kayo makapunta today, try nyo dumaan kasi ang dami ng bagong happening spot sa Intramuros nowadays. Sobrang dami ng coffee shops na, alam mo yon, IG-worthy, kung
Yeah.
tawagin ng mga bagets. There's so much to do. And even if you do the tours in Fort Santiago, pwede ka mag-bike tour on the bamboo bike. Ang hirap niya, by the way. Tinry ko yung pedicab. Post na post ako. But mahirap siya. But sobrang dami. Pwede ka mag-day tour. Kung ayaw mo mainitan, may night tour. Medyo spooky. Pero okay siya. Sobrang I recommend it. At saka hindi mo naman kailangan rin super guided tour. Mag-Wikipedia ka lang muna. Tapos lakad-lakad ka dun. Andun na rin naman lahat.
Oo. And sana nga, no, Intramuros can win dito sa Asia's leading tourist attractions of 2024. As you mentioned, no, medyo bigatin yung mga kalaban ng Intramuros, but of course, we're hoping for the best. Meantime, it's also the last week of the Pride Month, this month of June. But of course, the month is not ending without grand celebrations for the LGBTQIA+ community. And here's what happened so far in case you missed it.
Puting togang may bahaghari sa ulunan ang suot ng 394 students na lumahok sa Graduation Rights March with Pride na inilunsad ng Quezon City LGU. Para ito sa mga miyembro ng LGBTQIA+ community na hindi pinayagang makapagmarcha sa kanilang eskwelahan dahil sa dress code restrictions. Kabilang sa guests of honor, ang News 5 host na si Kalad Karen.
Education is a right, not a privilege. Lahat po tayo ay may karapatan na makakuha ng sapat na edukasyon. Mahirap man o mayaman, karapatan din dapat nating maging malaya na ipagdiwang ang ating pagkatao, sexualidad at sa kung paano po natin ito dapat na ihahayag.
Ito ang kauna-unahang pagkakataong nagkaroon ng graduation ceremony para sa LGBTQIA+ students sa bansa.
Sana hindi na natin kailangan gawin ang ganitong klaseng special graduation ceremony dahil lahat ng mga graduations in the future will be inclusive and will respect the authentic selves of all the graduates.
Nakatanggap din ng gift packs ang mga nakiisa sa March with Pride. Pagsapit ng alas 3 ng hapon, makukulay na bandera at float naman ang pumarada sa ilang kalsada sa Quezon City. Tampok dyan ang mga bigating performer gaya ng Nation's girl group na Bini. Nagkaroon din ng Love Laban to Everyone Pride Night concert na dinaluhan ng higit 70,000. Yun nga lang, hindi ito natapos at kinailangang kanselahin dahil sa malakas na ulan. Kasabay niyan, inilunsad naman ng Philippine LGBT Chamber of Commerce ang Pride Seal of Excellence o PRIZE. Certification ito sa mga kumpanyang mapatutunayang hindi issue ang kasarian sa pagtrato sa mga empleyado at customer. Sa isa raw kasing survey noong 2018, 17% lang ng mga kumpanya sa bansa ang may malinaw na patakaran kontra diskriminasyon batay sa kasarian. Kaya umaasa ang business group na makatutulong ang PRIZE sa mga naghahanap ng trabaho para malaman kung makatarungan ang pagtrato ng kumpanya sa mga tao nito.
Hindi ho kami salot ng lipunan. Kami po ay kakampi nyo, kaagapay nyo, kasama nyo sa pag-unlad. Dahil kami may mga negosyo na nagbibigay ng hanap buhay, kami mga profesional na tumutulong sa mga kababayan natin.
Kabilang sa mga nagsusulong ng JEDI o Justice, Equity, Diversity at Inclusion ang may-ari ng unang queer barbershop na si Paul. Natatangi raw ang kanyang negosyo dahil come as you are ang trato sa mga customer, anuman ang kasarian.
So I would bring my two younger siblings to the barbershop. And as an effeminate queer man in the province, experience ko yung pagmamata ng mga barbero.
Para sa 1PH, Brian Basa, News 5.
Yeah, and that's such a great way talaga to end the Pride Month with a with a bang, diba? Celebrating our brothers and sisters who are part of the LGBTQIA+ community.
Tsaka ang ganda nung pa-event na sa Quezon City. So, you were telling me while that video was playing, Pao, na ito yung mga hindi nakapag-graduate or binigyan ng problema at hindi sila makapag-march because of their gender identity. So, nakakataba naman ng puso. Ang galing talaga ng QC minsan. Yung mga programa nila kakaiba din, pero talagang it resonates with me because everyone deserves a chance.
And that means a lot also for the students, diba? To be recognized for who they are, to be able to march expressing their true gender identity. So,
Tsaka para sa akin, no, Pao, I mean, you're going to school, di ba, for academic achievements. Wala namang pag-uusap dun sa gender identity dapat. So, dapat hiwala yung discussion doon. But nevertheless, ang ganda nung pa-event. Sa QC, ang cute ng mga toga, the rainbow togas.
So congratulations to all our newly graduates, our new graduates. But now it's time to see some stories on social media. Okay, so our first story on social media, we have this one, Jollibee Group probes data breach as the PhilStar reports.
So eto may update tayo no, mula kay Shaila Francisco, yung reporter natin na nagko-cover ng mga business news. Babasahin ko yung mga updates niya. Sabi nila, for context, no, Jollibee has around 32 million customers in its database. Bakit? Because ang daming brands ni Jollibee. Greenwich Pizza, Jollibee, Highlands Coffee, at kung ano-ano pa. Ang dami nilang brands. Chowking, Mang Inasal,
Burger King.
Burger King. Ang dami.
Ang dami.
So, 32 million people na laging nag-order ng delivery.
Kasama na
Sama na tayo
doon.
dito. Ay, sinabi ko na tuloy kung alin yung... Okay, so, ito yung latest update. On June 22, nakatanggap nga yung National Privacy Commission ng notification mula sa Jollibee Group na may possible unauthorized access sa kanyang mga data. Now, requirement yan ng National Privacy Commission na mag-notify sa komisyon kapag may data breach. So, part yun ng compliance. So, ang nasama doon, no, sensitive personal information katulad ng mga birthday at senior ID numbers. So, ang correction no, ni Shaila, I guess baka mas may alam na tayo sa investigasyon, approximately 11 million data subjects are affected, majority of whom are Jollibee customers, but other impacted brands include, like we were saying, Mang Inasal, Red Ribbon, Chowking, Greenwich, Burger King, Yoshinoya, at Panda Express.
And nakalagay nga din sa report ni Shaila, no, Jollibee Foods Corporation rather, or JFC, has requested an additional 20 days to complete their internal investigation. Kasi nga naman, this is very sensitive information. They have your name, your birthday, diba, yung mga senior ID numbers, and that could lead to identity fraud. Tapos dyan din nagsisimula kasi yung mga text scam, diba? That's why nakakatanggap tayo ng mga messages from random
numbers. Nag-aalok ng kung ano-anong pautang or trabaho. Talagang preying on yung, syempre marami sa atin nahihirapan talaga ngayon. Ang taas ng presyo ng bilihin. So, ingat-ingat lang din. At ano ba yung work around sa pag-order ng pagkain? Lumakad na lang tayo. Bilang ng steps sa pinakamalapit.
Take out na lang.
Take out na lang.
Go to your nearest branch at mag-take out na lang po kayo para hindi na po ma-compromise ang inyong data.
Actually, ganun ako, Pauline. Pero just because wala akong pasensya maghantay pag gutom na ako.
Pag gutom na, no? Sa bagay. Kasi sometimes 1 hour pa.
Tagal. Tapos malamig na, di ba?
Malamig. It's not the same.
It's not the same.
Oh, you got your steps back pag nag-take out ka, di ba? Alright, moving on to our next social media story. Some Olympic news from the Associated Press. Ito, US Olympic and other teams will bring their own AC units to Paris, undercutting environmental plan of the organizers. So,
oh my gosh. As we know, di ba, Pao, yung pinag-uusapan yung Paris, yung preps ng Paris para sa Olympics, pinagmamayabang nila yung pagkaka-eco-friendly ng lahat ng materyales.
Even the beds, di ba, the rooms, they're all made from eco-friendly materials. But here, Team USA will reportedly be bringing their own AC units. And ginugal ko nga, no, gano'n ba kainit sa Paris pag July?
Mainit!
As in, is it more 30 degrees Celsius? Gano'n? Parang Pilipinas?
Actually, oo, Pao. Tapos ano siya, dito sa atin maalinsangan or humid, doon tuyo.
Okay.
Tapos parang may feeling ka na ang lapit mo sa araw. Siguro dahil, bilog yung mundo, di ba? Parang pag tinas mo yung kamay mo, nandun lang yung araw. So talagang napaka-unforgiving. And these are, I guess, really athletes that need to be in perfect physical health. Na pag di ka sanay sa init, ewan ko, baka mahirapan ka mag-perform.
And I heard na ito kasi in Paris, no, even hotels, not a lot have AC units.
In Europe kasi, di ba?
Wala talaga.
Wala talaga.
So pag summer, mainit, you don't have a choice.
Hindi mabango. Wow. Talaga, magugulat ka talaga. Hindi talaga siya mabango. At mainit at tapos tuyo. So yung parang dehydration, minsan it creeps upon you. Pero feeling ko may advantage tayong mga taga-tropics dyan.
May advantage po sila Nesty, ayan, sila EJ, sila Kaloy, sanayan sa mainit. But Team USA, of course, is one of, if not the biggest delegation in the Olympics as usual. They have more than 500 athletes and syempre kasama.
Ilang aircon yun?
Ilang aircon yun. Tapos mga elite athletes mo pa yan. Team USA pa lang, they're sending LeBron James, Steph Curry, Anthony Edwards, Anthony Davis. So talagang
baka hindi pa pumayag na mag-roommate yung mga yun, no? At that level. So, tig-isang aircon.
500. But we'll see what the organizers, what the Olympic Committee will be doing. Kasi syempre nga, they are trying to promote being eco-friendly for the games.
Okay, eto na. We have to interrupt our regular programming and our chill chit-chat to bring you the media conference or press conference of government security agents led by the Department of Defense. Let's listen in.
Good afternoon, Secretary Teodoro, Secretary Año, and Acting Secretary Lazaro. Let's start with Secretary Teodoro, sir.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We call this press conference today to update you with events from the President's visit to the Western Command of the Armed Forces of the Philippines in Palawan yesterday. After his talk to the troops, more specifically also to the members of the WESCOM who conducted the RORE mission to Ayungin Shoal last June 17. The President gave his commitment and resolve to support our dedicated and courageous men and women in the armed forces in their fight to defend our territory. As he mentioned in his speech yesterday, and I quote, "History itself can tell that we have never in the Philippines yielded to any foreign power. We owe to our forefathers the duty to keep the freedoms that they fought, bled, and died for, and that they presently enjoy. Kailanman ay hindi tayo magpapasupil at magpapaapi kahit sa kanino man. We would also like to categorically state that our policy in the West Philippine Sea has not changed. As declared by the President in numerous instances, we will not give up an inch, not even a millimeter of our territory to any foreign power. We will continue to defend our territory and exercise sovereign rights thereon as we see fit. We reiterate that we seek neither permission nor consent from anyone in performing our sworn duties in the West Philippine Sea. In this regard, we will continue our rotation and resupply missions on a regular basis. The welfare of our troops in the BRP Sierra Madre being a matter of utmost importance. The President has reiterated that we will not publish schedules of any RORE. We see the latest incident in Ayungin not as a misunderstanding or an accident. It is a deliberate act of the Chinese officialdom to prevent us from completing our mission. After our visit to our troops in Palawan yesterday, where the President personally talked to the troops involved in the RORE, we have now come to the conclusion that it was not a misunderstanding or an accident. We are not downplaying the incident. It was an aggressive and illegal use of force. We, however, continue to find peaceful solutions to this issue, as pointed out by the President, and I quote, "We are not in the business to instigate wars. The Philippines is a responsible state. We will continue to exercise our freedoms and rights in support of our national interest in accordance with international law," unquote. The President was inspired by the bravery and commitment of our soldiers in Westcom, and they can be assured of the entire support of the armed forces and this administration in carrying out their duties to protect our territorial integrity, sovereignty, and sovereign rights. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Secretary Teodoro. We have room for questions, starting with Chona Yu, People's Journal.
Sir, good afternoon. Hello? Hello?
It's on.
Sir, during the meet and greet kahapon, what is the sentiment ng mga sundalo na nakamiting kahapon ni Pangulong Marcos sa Palawan?
I can unequivocally state, masasabi ko, na mataas ang moral ng ating mga sundalo. Sa harap nitong mga hamon na ito, lalo silang na-inspire at pag-iintigin nila ang pagpapatupad ng kanilang mga duties. At ang bisita ng ating Pangulo kahapon ay nagsemento ng kanilang moral. Nalaman ni Presidente ang totoong pangyayari, na-interview niya isa't isa, nalaman din niya ang kondisyon nila ngayon. Some have injuries na kahalubilo niya, hindi lamang yung na-injure ko, hindi kanilang mga pamilya. At masasabi ko ulit na mataas ang moral ng ating mga kasunduluhan. In this regard, nagpapasalamat din ako sa mga kababayan natin na patuloy ang suporta sa ating Pangulo sa kanyang policies sa West Philippine Sea at sa ating kasunduluhan. I would like to take special mention to acknowledge the various business groups like Finex, Management Association of the Philippines, and the like that issued statements of support, unequivocal support. And today I would like to thank the Association of Generals and Flag Officers for issuing a statement fully supporting the thrusts of this administration and praising, ginawa rin ng ating Pangulo ito, the professionalism and restraint in the face of adversity, grave adversity by our troops. The President has said that he could not be prouder of each and every Filipino soldier. And I think all of us Filipinos share that sentiment.
Sir?
Thank you, Secretary. And
Another-
thank you, Chona. We move on to Alan Francisco, PTV4.
Hi, Sec. Senator Francis Tolentino recommends the convening of the National Security Council on how the government should respond in this issue. Will President Marcos convene the National Security Council or at least the EXICOM?
Thank you for your question. So at this moment, the situation in Ayungin and the issues in the West Philippine Sea are effectively being managed by the National Maritime Council. In fact, nag-convene na rin yung National Maritime Council and acting on the direction of the President. So at this moment, we are not recommending for the convening of the National Security Council. However, the President has the discretion to convene the full Council or the Executive Committee anytime.
Okay, thank you, Secretary Anyo, and thank you, Alan. Next question is Alvin Baltasar, Radio Pilipinas. Please pass the mic.
Secretary, good afternoon po. Would you like to comment on several bloggers' claim that the government is selling the Philippines to the United States and putting us in the brink of war? And such claim, Secretary, might emanate from several developments such as enhanced military and economic agreements, as well as political alignment.
All right, let me quote the President first. We are not in the business to instigate wars. The Philippines is a responsible state. We will continue to exercise our freedoms and rights in support of our national interests in accordance with international law. Unquote. Now, these allegations fall squarely within the narrative. Pumapasok ito sa naratibo ng China na ginagamit nila itong mga propaganda lines na ito upang hindi natin patatagin ang ating sariling depensa at bumigay tayo sa kanilang agresibong mga galaw sa West Philippine Sea. Salamat na lang sa ating mga kababayan na 95% sa kanila hindi naniniwala sa ganitong mga propaganda at paratang. Sa kabila nito, lalong umiigting ang buong gobyerno sa ilalim ng ating Pangulo at ang sandatang lakas kung saan siya ay Commander-in-Chief na pagtibayin pa ang ating resolve na protektahan ang ating soberanya at ang ating sovereign rights sa West Philippine Sea. Tayo ay may karapatan dyan na pangalagaan ito para sa ating mga kababayan at walang propaganda ng kahit sino man na sinasabing binebenta natin ang ating mga sarili ay uubra dito dahil maliwanag itong mga galaw ng gobyerno na ito ay para sa Pilipino at para sa mga susunod na henerasyon. Kaya hindi ko alam kung saan galing ang mga taong nananakot na ganito.
Okay. Thank you. This is all the time we have for today. Thank you for all the questions, Malacanang Press Corps. And thank you, Secretary Teodoro. Thank you, Secretary Anyo and Acting Secretary Lazaro. This concludes our press briefing. Thank you.
Oh, kaka-ere na tayo. Ayan. So, ang napanood natin ay yung joint press con ng Department of National Defense. Nakita natin si Defense Secretary Gibo Teodoro. Nandun din ang DFA at ang National Security Council. Basically, nagbigay sila ng mga update sa mga bisita sa pagbisita ni President Bongbong Marcos to the Westcom in Palawan over the weekend. Reiterate ni Secretary of Defense Teodoro na the policy remains unchanged. He quoted yung from BBM speech at the Shangri-La Dialogue saying Filipinos will not yield. Ang sinabi niya, we are neither gonna ask permission or asking for consent from China.
Or even publish the schedule of our RORE missions.
No published schedule of RORE missions. As per BBM daw yun, utos ng Presidente, itutuloy ang mga RORE missions on a regular basis. And again, he emphasized that their priority is the safety and welfare of our troops in the BRP Sierra Madre. Ito yung mas importante na part, Pauline. He actually said, this is Secretary of Defense Teodoro, that what happened was not a misunderstanding or an accident. Hindi daw niya gustong, kumbaga, gawing maliit yung issue, yung nagyari. And of course, the usual promises about upholding sovereign rights in the area, about not instigating war, and the Philippines is a responsible state and we adhere to international law. I think yun yung parts ng script na medyo sanay na tayo marinig.
And what they mentioned nga, no, they concluded that it was not a misunderstanding and they said it was actually illegal use of force on the end of China. So I think that's what they gathered after PBBM spoke to the soldiers personally yesterday. Sabi nga ni Secretary Gibo Teodoro, no, na when he met with them and he really asked what happened. Siguro may mga na-unveil din yung mga soldiers, which led President Marcos to saying and to concluding that it wasn't a misunderstanding.
Yes, but if you recall, Pauline, last Friday at around 5 p.m., like akala natin tahimik na at TGIF na, pero hindi, nagpa-presko no, si Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin, where he said that it was only a misunderstanding and an accident. So I think this press con was to refute that. Otherwise, medyo same naman yung mga statements nila on upholding our rights, on continuing the missions, etc., etc. But natanong rin nga no, si Secretary of Defense Teodoro kung kamusta daw yung moral ng mga sundalo sa Westcom dyan sa Palawan. Sabi naman niya, morale remains high, good morale, they remain inspired, and game pa rin naman daw sila to carry out their duties.
And it was the visit nga daw of President Marcos that really cemented their high spirits, their morale, kasi nga naman for President Marcos to be there to actually express his support, his commitment to them na, you know, we're here for the soldiers and hindi tayo magpapasupil, yun ang sinabi na yan.
Yes, he also gave a small shout out to two groups. Una yung mga business groups na nag-release ng isang statement to support the AFP in their activities to defend their sovereign rights in the disputed territories. Sinasabi rin ni Secretary Teodoro, yung linya daw ng China or what China has to say about this incident, it just serves to bolster their own narrative that they are gaining ground in the South China Sea.
And he also commended yung mga Filipinos, no, for not buying into this narrative that's being by China, that's being using propaganda lines, as he said.
That we're not falling for
That
it.
we're
He
not
even
falling.
gave a number, 94% daw ang hindi nagfo-fall for propaganda lines. Hindi ko alam saan niya kinuha yun. Although there are
There was a
published survey reports that 73% approve of napaglaban natin yung sarili natin dun sa disputed waters. Okay, we're gonna pause right now for a real quick break. Right after that, we will bring you more highlights of this media briefing about the West Philippine Sea in our succeeding program. So stay tuned. You're still watching Afternoon Delight here on One News. I'm Shawn.
And I'm Pauline Versoza. Thanks for staying with us.
So, sino ang nakadiskubre ng City of Manila kung hindi si Miguel Lopez de Legazpi? Si Raha Soliman ang sagot. Naririnig niyo ba yung peanut
Oo,
gallery?
meron tayong
So, okay. So, let's be nationalistic today. I guess that's the whole point of today.
araw ng Maynila nga, no? So, there we go. But for now, we have this breaking news here on One News. The Muntinlupa City Regional Trial Court Branch 206 has acquitted former Senator Laila De Lima of all drug charges. That's after the court found De Lima not guilty of the final charge lodged against her during the administration of former President Rodrigo Duterte. We will be bringing you more details on this story as soon as they become available.
All right, while waiting for that, let's move on over to President Bongbong Marcos, who has said it again. The Philippines is not yielding to any force. Nevertheless, the president did underscore the value of peace, especially when tackling issues in disputed territories. Here's the story.
Hindi raw kailanman magsisimula ng gyera o gulo ang bansa ayon kay Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. Pahayag yan ng Pangulo 1 linggo matapos ang panibagong insidente ng pangharas ng China sa Ayungin Shoal. Sa pagharap sa AFP Western Command sa Palawan kahapon, sinabi ng Pangulo na hindi gagamit ng dahas at panggigipit ang Pilipinas. Pero sa kabila nito, patuloy daw na ipagtatanggol ng bansa ang teritoryo.
Kailanman ay hindi tayo magpapasupil at magpapaapi kahit na kanino man.
Pinasalamatan naman ng Pangulo ang 80 sundalong lumahok sa rotation and reprovisioning o RORE mission sa Ayungin Shoal nitong Hunyo 17.
I salute the 80 officers and troops who sailed the waters and exercised the greatest restraint amidst intense provocation. You demonstrated to the world that the Filipino spirit is one that is brave, determined, and yet is compassionate.
Ginawaran din ng Order of Lapu-Lapu Rank of Kampilan si Seaman First Class Underwater Operator Jeffrey Facundo na naputulan ng daliri sa gitna ng ginawang panggigipit ng China. Habang Order of Lapu-Lapu Rank of Kamagi naman sa 79 na iba pa. Hiling ng Pangulo sa kanila, patuloy na tuparin ang tungkuling ipaglaban ng bansa ng may integridad at respeto.
So as we award these medals, we remember that on June the 17th, we made a conscious and deliberate choice to remain in the path of peace.
Pangako niya, suporta ng pamahalaan sa hukbong sandatahang lakas ng Pilipinas at sa kanilang pamilya. Mobile Journal Julie Baiza po, hatid ang mukha ng balita.
Well, at this point, we give you a quick rundown of more stories here on One News. Chinese Coast Guard vessels have been reportedly spotted within 30 nautical miles of Masinloc, Zambales today. That's according to the new Masinloc Fishermen's Association. The Philippine Coast Guard has yet to confirm this report. Over 1,300 individuals have died in this year's Hajj pilgrimage in Saudi Arabia. That's due to extreme heat. Authorities said majority of the deceased walked long distances in the scorching heat to perform rituals. A Filipino overseas worker was confirmed to be among those who died. And prices of fuel products will increase again for a second week. The hike takes effect tomorrow, Tuesday, June 25th. Diesel and gasoline will be more expensive by nearly 2 pesos and kerosene by 1 peso and a liter.
Okay, at this point in time, let's head on over to the Queen City of the South because a lamppost in the middle of downtown Cebu has now become a really hot topic online. Pao, let's talk to One News Cebu desk and Freeman editor Dale Israel. Dale, hi, kamusta? Andiyan ka na ba?
Ayan.
Yes, good afternoon, Shawn and Pauline.
Right, Dale, please explain bakit daw may lamppost sa kalagitnaan ng kalsada dyan?
Yes, actually it's trending since last week. This lamppost installed right in the middle of a lane at Osmeña Boulevard near the Plaza Independencia in Cebu City. A lot of people, especially netizens, question why it was done, and they are concerned about the safety of motorists and traffic that it will cause on this busy thoroughfare. Basically, the comments include like, who in the world would build a lamppost in the middle of the road? So some city officials said that they had no knowledge about it, and point fingers to the contractor of the Cebu Bus Rapid Transit Project. Although some of them admit this is part of the link to port component of the BRT, which includes the pedestrianization of the roads in the downtown area of Cebu City, which is filled with several heritage and tourist spots. But still, acting Cebu City Mayor Raymond Garcia has asked for an explanation from the BRT project manager since the closure of the lane had no permit from the Cebu City Transportation Office. The CBRT and the Department of Transportation has already released an explanation to the lamppost in the middle of the road. They said that the plan is to widen the pedestrian area of this 2-kilometer stretch from P. Del Rosario Junction towards Plaza Independencia and the port area. And the lamppost is part of the pedestrian-centric road for the downtown area, taking away 2 lanes for wider pedestrian walk and bike lanes out of the 4-lane Osmeña Boulevard. This stretch actually encompasses the oldest street in the country, which is Colon Street, Basilica Minore del Santo Niño, Magellan's Cross, Cebu City Hall Grounds, Plaza Independencia, Fort San Pedro, and the National Museum in Cebu. The DOTR wanted to promote walking tours in this part of the city and decrease the use of motor vehicles that pollute the air. In a way, they believe that this would revitalize the old shops and the historic areas in the downtown Cebu City. According to City Councilor Jerry Guardo, traffic in the area would not be a problem if the lanes are lessened because they have already applied for rerouting of several PUV routes in the area and are just waiting for the approval from the agency. And he said that the pedestrianization is what's happening in several popular tourist destinations across the globe, where visitors just walk around from one tourist spot to another. Meanwhile, Pauline, and there's also a report here from the Department of Health, Central Visayas, of the rise in cases of dengue fever in Cebu, Bohol, Negros Oriental, and Siquijor. According to their data, more than 6,900 cases were recorded for the entire region from January to June this year. This is about 93% higher than the records for the same period in 2023, which only listed 3,600 cases. Now, Dr. Jarvik Boscato of DOH7 expects the cases to further go up because of the onset of the rainy season. They are calling on the public to maintain cleanliness and prevent breeding grounds of mosquitoes. The public should cover water containers at all times so that mosquitoes will not lay their eggs there. And the DOH also noted that most of these cases are in rural areas of the region and not within urban areas. And most of those infected with dengue are school-aged children that are believed to have gotten the virus from the schools. There are also recorded infant victims and even a 98-year-old victim. Back to you guys.
All right. Well, Dale, thank you so much for giving us those updates. Again, that was One News Cebu Desk and Freeman Editor Dale Israel. Daghang salamat, Dale. Pero weird, no? Parang dapat yata inuna nila yung sidewalk palakihin bago nila nilagyan
yung
poste. Kasi kung madilim and kunyari baka nakainom or na ADHD or na-distract yung driver, baka boom.
Oo nga. Pati, as Dale also mentioned, yung dengue cases dyan sa Cebu alarming din, no? Since it's rainy season, so kailangan mag-ingat po ang ating mga kababayan dyan sa Cebu. But now, from the latest news in Cebu, we go to sports. EJ Obiena does it again. Obiena won another gold in Poznan, Poland, just a month before the Paris Olympics. The world number 2 also set a new stadium and meeting record with a jump of 5.87 meters. Meanwhile, businessman Jefferson Cheng has stepped down as team manager of the women's national football team, or Filipinas. Cheng cited differences in priorities and goals with unnamed parties. Under Cheng's management, the Filipinas made history on the international stage, reaching the FIFA Women's World Cup. Meanwhile, Japan trumped the U.S. on the last day of the Volleyball Nations League Manila leg yesterday. The fan favorites swept the U.S. in 3 sets. This is world number 4 Japan's first win against Team USA after 18 straight head-to-head losses. The top 8 teams that will proceed to the quarterfinals are Slovenia, Poland, Italy, Japan, as well as Canada, France, Brazil, and Argentina. These teams will battle it all out in Lodz, Poland on June 27 and 28. And boxing icon Manny Pacquiao is eyeing another championship belt. MP Promotions head Shawn Gibbons said Pacman wants to snatch the World Boxing Council welterweight title. That's currently held by American boxer Mario Barrios. Gibbons added the fight between the two is in the works and could happen this year.
All right. Alright, at meron tayong very, very special guest this afternoon. Live to, ha?
Yes.
Hiya naman yung spaghetti ko. Very, very slight. But here with us live is Ira Patricia, a.k.a. Pretty Girly, co-host of Willie Revillame in Will to Win. Ira, good afternoon. Thank you.
Good
At,
afternoon.
for brightening our our little studio. Yeah.
Pretty girl nga naman talaga si Ira. And I heard you're doing a lot of media rounds today.
Yes, it's
So,
morning pa.
Pangilang interview mo na to?
I think it's already fourth na.
You're fourth.
Curious ako, ano yung tinanong sa'yo nung lahat ng 3 previous interviews na hindi na namin itatanong sa'yo, sabihin mo na lang yung sa'yo.
Kasi mostly, last month lang kasi kakapanalo ko lang din sa Miss Philippines Earth. So I won as the Miss Philippines Ecotourism 2024. So most of the questions was just all about me as a beauty queen. So what people didn't know is I also have like podcasts. I also do news reporting. So
Okay.
before I've been news reporting with PNP News Online.
PNP?
So, news
As in
online, yes.
Philippine National Police?
Yeah, they have their own news online there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's really interesting, right?
Yeah.
Kasi they just launched it like, I think, January. And
Okay.
then, yung trial phase nun, so ako.
Tapos ano yung mga balita mo? Yung mga accomplishments ng mga kapulisan, ganyan?
Yes, accomplishments ng mga kapulisan and also yung mga usual na problems, like kung ano yung mga issues. So, I think it is also a dream come true for me kasi knowing me is I'm kind of serious in life. And having this kind of opportunity na kailangan maging kengkoy kind of cool. So, it's really getting out of your comfort zone, but I'm really happy to have this new opportunity with me.
So yun yung trivia doon. Actually,
Yeah.
it's kind of really more serious
More
than
serious.
Kengkoy. So how are you preparing to be your more Kengkoy, your best Kengkoy self?
What are you doing to adjust? Kasi malaking adjustment
Ang hirap
yan
pa.
from doing like news, being serious, to now having to step out of your comfort zone.
So, to be honest, I've been reading like a lot of jokes.
Give us your best one.
Nag-iipon ka na ng jokes.
Kanina nag-joke ako kada kay Sir Lord, sabi ko, Sir Lord, merong isda, and kung kahatiin mo yung daing, alam mo ba yung connection nun sa tuna? Sabi niya, ano yun? Kapag hinati mo yung daing, magiging tuna siya. So that's
Alam
really
mo,
Tito jokes.
Ira, nung unang panahon ko, iba yung lead-in ng joke na yon. Ano daw yung sinabi nung bangos doon sa kusinero? Ang sabi niya, I'm dying.
Okay.
Tapos ano daw sinabi nung tuna doon sa kusinero pagka nakita niya hawak yung kutsilyo?
Oh.
I'm tuna.
Tuna.
Something like that. Parang hihiwain siya into
Nag-evolve na.
Nag-evolve na pala
na.
yung mga jokes. Okay, so ano bang gagawin mo sa Will to Win?
So,
Are you the main sidekick of Kuya Will or...
So, I'll be one of the co-hosts of Kuya Will. So, surprise na lang kung saan muna ako.
Okay, sige. Fair enough.
Yes. And kung sino yung mga kasama ko is, it's also a big surprise for you guys. And I know na exciting yon. Sabi nga ni Kuya Will, parang ito yung parang edition or ito yung Will to Win na sobrang laki talaga. Kasi kita ko rin kung gaano ka-dedicated lahat na makikilala niyong co-host ko, and even si Kuya Will. And did you know na nung nag-final audition ako, kasi kakabalik ko pa lang nun galing Bukidnon kasi kakapanalo ko lang. Sabi niya lang sa akin, okay, just be yourself. Kasi during that, kinakabahan ako, nag-isip na ako ng joke, ano yung itatalent ko. And kung kakanta ako, alam kong medyo wala siya sa tono.
Okay.
So, super unfair siya for me, but I got in. So, I just tried to be myself, and here I am.
What was the audition process like?
Oo nga eh.
Ilan kayo nun, di ba?
I think marami talagang parang
100 girls or hindi naman?
100 girls. Kasi during my batch, so that was already final one.
Okay.
Pero I think tatlo yung ginawa nilang
Tatlong
audition.
rounds,
Tatlong
ganyan.
rounds.
Oh.
So during my time, it's already the final round. So, madami din kami. And nakikita ko yung mga girls, ang gagaling nila kumanta, ang gagaling nila sumayaw. So, during that time, sinabi ko lang, I just told my story that came from an unconventional home. So, I came from a broken family. And I've been doing pageants na for 7 years.
Okay.
And it's really a big leap for me if ever I'll be one of the co-hosts of Kuya Will. And I just dance.
So magaling ka sumayaw. Hindi ka man kumakanta, you can dance.
Let's just say I'm confident.
Wow, okay. Malayong naabot ng confidence.
Yeah,
Confidence.
confidence.
Okay, but, Ira, dati, pageant yung buhay mo, 7 years ka na sa pageant world. Are you totally giving that up? Putting it on hold? Or are you gonna do this para kumbaga sabay?
For me, I think I just want to focus on my career because I've been doing like pageants since I was college na. So parang I want to do something naman for who I am, not for other people. Because for pageants, it's like gambling eh. To be honest and be realistic, like joining a national pageant is kind of financially demanding. So that's also one of the things that I have to consider if ever I'll be coming back for a national pageant. But for now, just trying to enjoy the moment. And also, I also have a crown. So I just want to finish my reign first before I venture into another one.
Okay, so yung podcast mo, buhay pa.
Yes,
So
yes.
you'll keep that.
Oh, yeah.
You'll keep that.
But natigil lang siya during my pageant kasi super busy. Kasi during the Miss Philippines Earth pageant, so nagta-travel kami. So nag-start yun sa Antique, Borongan, and then Cebu, and then Cagayan de Oro, Iligan, then Bukidnon. So para talagang
Parang
makita
roadshow
namin
talaga siya.
yung culture ng Philippines. And mas na-appreciate ko din talaga yung ganda ng Pilipinas.
Okay. Very quickly lang, no? Since hindi pa nga naglo-launch tong Will to Win, ano ba yung, without giving too many things away, how is it different from the old shows of Kuya Will? Kasi nasa TV5 na rin naman siya before. Naabutan ko pa nga yung first, sabay kami nag-start ng 2010, di ba? So is it gonna be more of that or similar or completely different? What's in store?
I think it will still be similar, but the approach is completely different because we're gonna have like new sets of hosts. And then, siguro, makikita nila siguro being part of that show, siguro mas makapuso. Kasi ako, more on trying to be emotional.
Okay.
Kasi yung jokes, sa kanila na lang yun. Kasi alam kong corny. So I think that's the one of the things that they really have to watch out for the Will to Win.
So hindi lang siya puro joke.
Hindi lang puro joke. Mga stories ng mga tao. Yun talaga. It was just, alam naman natin si Kuya Will, gusto talaga niya na makamasa yung tao and yung stories talaga ng mga tao. Yun din nakakapag-inspire na sa mga manonood natin eh.
Para makarelate din.
Yes.
Yung mga totoong kwento ng mga Pilipino.
Kasi sa generation natin ngayon, very important na relatable talaga. So, yun talaga.
Alright, Ira, please invite all our viewers to watch you dito sa Will to Win.
Yes, so hello everyone. So welcome back party na. Malapit na makakasama niyo na kami ni Kuya Will. At syempre ako ang yung unstoppable pretty girly from Batangas, Ira Patricia. So kapag nanood kayo, kapag nakita niyo ako, lagi niyo tatandaan ang saltang alae. So,
Very Batanggenyo ka pala.
Alae.
Alae. So magaling ka mag-Filipino dahil talagang sobrang galing ng mga Batanggenyo.
Siguro challenging for me kasi sa bahay namin medyo English talaga yung first language namin. Pero I'm trying my best kasi syempre Batanggenyo. Pero yung
Land represent.
represent.
Di naman masyado nakaka-pressure. Anyway, maraming salamat, Ira. We're all so excited. Again, Ira Patricia, aka Pretty Girly, co-host of Willie Revillame in Will to Win. Abangan nyo yan lahat. And we're still on until 3 p.m. This is Afternoon Delight. Keep it here on One News. Break muna kami.
what do you do for the government? Kazong.
What do you know about Senator Swan?
What the hell you got into?
Jessica Alba is a Special Forces commando trying to clean up her hometown in Trigger Warning. The star and executive producer has not lost her appetite for action movies.
I love this genre. It is, as you know, quite male dominant. So it was really cool to be able to have like a woman writer and director, and the DP was a woman. A lot of heads of departments were women, and executive producers were women. So you really get like a fierce, like feminine touch.
Trigger Warning is now streaming on Netflix.
Your father's final request was he wants you to take your mother into your home.
I'm willing to give you all the money I got. We can pay off the house with that money.
Everything in me is telling me to run away.
Welcome home, Solange.
Oh, what's in there?
Yeah, that's the nursery.
It's my room now.
Brandy returns to horror as a pregnant woman living with her truly wicked mother-in-law in The Front Room. Katherine Hunter amps up the creepy factor in the first trailer for the fright flick in theaters September 6th. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
All right, we're back. We're back. Kakanood ng trailer ni Jessica Alba. Again, ako pa rin talaga. Ako pa rin si Shawn Yao.
Ako naman din po, si Pauline Versoza. Thanks for tuning in to Afternoon Delight. At dahil mag-aalas 3 na po, pasadahan lang natin ng mabilis. Oras lang mag-ISO. Pinag-ano na kung isaw o ISO. But it's ISO the Signs. So,
Isaw the Signs.
Okay, sige. Isaw the Signs, More Tattoo Fails Edition. Okay, our first photo. Okay, Shawn, please do the honors.
Only judge can God me. Hindi ko alam sino yung lasing yung artist na yung nag-approve ng design.
Okay, next photo. So, never don't give up. Ay, gusto ko yung ano niya, resilience niya.
Never don't give up. Sa tingin ko, pansin mo, parang iba yung oras sa pagkakagawa ng never doon sa don't give up.
Parang dinagdag lang yung
Parang
never.
dinagdag yung never.
So, ano kaya meaning niya doon? So, never don't give up.
Parang dapat don't give up ever. Pero parang sana nag-stop na siya sa don't give up.
Oo nga eh. Okay, next photo. Ito. Oh,
Hindi siya no regrets. I was just telling Pauline, no regrets is a...
It's an iconic photo.
It's an iconic meme.
Of this American guy, diba? Or, na nagpatattoo sa chest niya. Pero ito, parang new version. No regrets. Okay. It keeps getting
Huwag
better.
natin pagtawanan, baka naman may dyslexia yung gumawa niya.
Okay.
Which is not a laughing matter, di ba?
Oo nga naman.
Okay, sige,
Pero
next.
no regrets.
Just in... Ano daw?
Conquer all.
Love conquers all.
Okay, and then...
Dito importante yung homonyms lesson ng grade school. Alala mo yung homonyms?
Yes, it sounds the same, but your spelling is different.
Yun na yun. This is the classic example. And do we have more, or is that it?
Okay,
that's it.
For our one more time Tattoo Fails edition ng Isaw the Signs.
Isaw the Signs, that's it for Afternoon Delight on this Monday, June 24, 2024. Enjoy the rest of the day. I am Shawn Yao.
I'm Pauline Versoza. Lourdes Vera and I will be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. Have a delightful afternoon.